The Ones Who Walk Away from Omelas. A presentation by Jenna Smith, Robin Linkart, and Micaela Garcia. Between old moss-grown gardens and under avenues of trees, past great parks and public buildings, processions moved. On the great water meadow, called the Green Fields, boys and girls with mud-stained feet and ankles pranced and boasted to one another. They were vastly excited. In the silent, broad green meadows, one could hear the music winding through the city streets, farther and nearer and ever approaching, a cheerful, faint sweetness of the air that from time to time trembled and gathered together and broke out in the joyous clanging of the bells. Joyous! How is one to tell about joy? How does one describe the citizens of Omelas? They were not simple folk, you see, though they were happy, but we do not say the words of cheer much anymore. All smiles have become archaic. They did not use swords or keep slaves. They were not barbarians. I do not know the rules of their society, but I suspect that they were singularly few. Yet I repeat that these were not simple folk, not dulcet shepherds, noble savages, bland utopians. They were not less complex than us. The trouble is that we have a bad habit of considering happiness as something rather stupid. Only pain is intellectual, only evil is interesting. But to praise despair is to condemn delight. To embrace violence is to lose hold of everything else. How can I tell you about the people of Omelas? They were not naive and happy children. They were mature, intelligent, passionate adults whose lives were not wretched. But I wish I could describe it better. I wish I could convince you. Omela sounds in my words like a city in a fairy tale, but this is what swells the hearts of the people of Omelas, and the victory they celebrate is that of life. The youths and girls passing out flowers. Tall young men wear their flowers in their shining hair. A child sits at the edge of a crowd, playing on a flute. Do you believe? Do you accept the city, the joy? No? Then let me describe one more thing. In a basement under one of the beautiful public buildings of Omelas, there is a room. It has one locked door. The floor is dirt, a little damp to the touch. And in the room, a child is sitting. It could be a boy or a girl. It is feeble-minded. Perhaps it was born defective, or perhaps it has become imbecile through fear, malnutrition, and neglect. As it sits hunched, it shuts its eyes. Sometimes a person or several people are there and peer in at it with frightened and disgusting eyes. The food bowl and the water jug are hastily filled. The door is locked. The eyes disappear. The child used to scream for help at night and cry a good deal, but now it speaks less and less often. They all know that it is there, all the people of Omelas. They all know that it has to be there. Some of them understand why and some do not, but they all understand that their happiness, the beauty of their city, the tenderness of their friendships, and the kindly weathers of their skies depend wholly on this child's misery. They would like to do something for the child, but there is nothing they can do. If it were done, all the prosperity and beauty and delight of Omelas would wither and be destroyed. Those are the terms. To exchange all the goodness and grace of every life in Omelas for that single, small improvement. They know that they, like the child, are not free. Now, do you believe in them? Are they not more credible? But there is one more thing to tell, and this is quite incredible. At times, one of the adolescent girls or boys who goes to see the child does not go home to weep or rage, does not, in fact, go home at all.
So what do you think about that boy? It's awful. I can't stay here anymore.
What?
I have to leave.
What?
I can't stay.
You can't just...
No.
No. You can't just leave.
I have to go. I can't stay here anymore.
No, what are you talking about? Hey! What are you doing?
They keep walking across the farmlands of Omelas. Each one goes alone. They leave, and they do not come back. But they seem to know where they are going, the ones who walk away from Omelas.